Okay, so I've been asked a random question: the Tanzanian industry and the Kenyan industry, which one is bigger? Bro, really? Really? Welcome to Dubai. Has Clout ever protected you from consequences you deserved? Enmity unnecessarily. Uko na uadui na wale watu juu uko na uadui na unaweza kuwa unapata mseno unamsalimia ni aje bro, lakini anapanga kukumaliza baba. Unaweza kuwekea sumu kwa chakula, wanaweza tuma dem fulani akuja kuletea ugonjwa, wanaweza tuma dem fulani akuja kuibie, ama na kuset up na mwanamume fulani ndio ambie bwanako nini nini. Do you feel understood by your audience or just consumed? That's an interesting one. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a toot. It's not about you. It's about what they can get from you. Mbona huyu amesema nataka wa mama? Leo ametoka na 10k. Leo niko na imaze tutaspend hiyo 10k mpaka idai. Umeitisha kakitu bala hiyo ni taombwekse. Okay, baada kuna tao 8. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the chairman Oga Obinna, and of course, I'm in the building. Yes. So finally, watu wa Honesty Box podcast wamenitafuta. Okay, it's fine. Let's not get into the details, but I'm here. Surprise. So I'm about to answer a couple of questions nimeambiwa ziko hapa ndani, and I'll answer them as honest as I can. Niliambiwa hiyo honest, mtu asitumiangi hiyo H. Nasema ni honest. At what point did the Obinna brand become more important than the Obinna person? Oh, wow. So, honestly, this question is wrong. There's no Obinna person. Obinna is the brand. The person is Steve. So, Obinna brand became more important than Steve. I don't know at what point exactly, but it was supposed to be that way because Steve is behind the scenes. Steve is a genius behind the Obinna brand and every other thing that surrounds and Obinna brand embodies. But Steve is a silent mode one that is only open and experienced by his family and close friends. Do you think your success came more from talent, timing, or knowing how to play the system? Not really. I think my success came just from discipline and consistency, because there are far much more talented people than I am doing everything that I'm doing. And I may be a little bit more successful than them because I've just been consistent over a period of time. And then I just never give up. Yeah. So that one. And a little bit of timing. Weka mawe. What version of yourself do you perform for the public that doesn't exist in real life? The I don't care version. That doesn't exist. Me, I care too much, and that is one of the problems that I have. Yeah, but in the public, ni nini buda? I don't care, man. Fanya vitu fanya. Lakini when cameras are surely, sasa surely, mbona sasa ni aje bro? Usifanye venye utafanya. Has Clout ever protected you from consequences you deserved? I think so. But I wouldn't really say Clout. I would say money. Unaona kama for example sometimes kama ume overspeed na ukastopishwa na polisi wa overspeeding. That one goes for everybody. It has nothing to even to do with Clout. And this is the way the country is happening. Where we are now, you find corruption is everywhere. Some corruptions are not even necessary. But guys are just, wache kakitu bwana, toa kitu bwana. Sasa ikifikanga hapo sasa. Yeah. Then also sometimes when you get those guys and they tell you later driving license, then you give them. Atatembea na atarudi mpaka Kericho, anatake tu time yake, nini, so lazima kujumwambia situongee. So I don't think it's Clout really. Because directly for Clout, I don't think it has ever, mimi nimekuwa na consequence ingine mpaka niko, guys, it's me. It's Obinna, man. In fact, hata ijanisaidia hivyo. What's the most strategic compromise you've made to stay relevant? I think privacy. Yeah. Because most people fear and hate what they can't understand. And I tried to let them understand what I'm about and what I represent. And that one created something that people now understand too much because they're like, yeah, like now they know my kids, they know sina mutu, soko ni mbaya. When I'm down, they will know. When I'm happy, they will know. But also it helps a lot with just being an open book. You can't pickpocket a naked man. Do you believe Kenyan audiences truly reward originality or just familiarity? Familiarity. Originality kidogo tricky. Everything we are doing and everything that people are celebrating, most of them are not original. They've been done, overdone, but people reward who is doing it. Nani huyo? Nani nini? Do I know something? Okay, sawa. So it's more of familiarity, not originality. Originality is a very, 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 very small part of it. Who did you outgrow that the public doesn't know about? I've outgrown so many people, man. My exes, for example. Yeah. Bwana ushakaa chini unaangalia maex wako uko like surely sasa hapa nilikuwa natafuta nini? Na venye nilikuwa hapo good night. You hung up. You hung up. And many other business partners and other people in the industry as well. There are people that I used to roll with before. I no longer roll with them because growth kidogo unapata hawataki kugrow venye una grow ama wana grow different direction, then you go the other one. What's a criticism about you that secretly feels accurate? I think that nimependa kuweka emotions. Yeah, that I'm normally emotionally vested in the things I do, the people I interview and everything. Shida yako ni kuweka my emotions. I'm only human, man. And that's what makes me me. Yeah, mimi si kama hao wengine. Has success made you more confident or more afraid of losing everything? More afraid of losing everything. More afraid of losing everything. I always tell people what's my greatest fear is poverty. I'm just like Maje, saisa nirudi kuuza nyasi ushago ama kulimia wase, hata sina hiyo energy, hata sina hiyo patience, ama nirudi mjengo, ama nirudi inda kubeba zile magunia. That is why mnaona macho yangu by the way, nakwambia nimechapa, na nikitoka hapa bado niko na I have studio mpaka kitu 10, then I have another meeting until like midnight. Then I have to prepare what I will wear tomorrow. Then I have gym I drop my kids to school in the morning. Then I have gym. After gym, I go to the barber shop. After barber shop, Riba. After Riba, Obinna show live until like 2, 3, 4 a.m. Then, yeah. More afraid of losing everything. In the media industry, is authenticity real or just a branding tool? Wow. For me, it is real. For most, it is not. It's a branding tool. I know a bunch of people that they're just not good people, but the public has a perception about them that they're good people. And I know people in the industry that are very good people, and people know or have a perception that they are very bad people because they just have poor branding. And this thing has also affected me a couple of times with myself and my brand. There's a perception that people have that isn't. And sometimes you just let me go like, yeah. Let me not get deeper into that one. But yeah, for some people, it's a branding tool. But myself, authenticity, it is what it is. What you see is what you get. What part of your career are you most proud of that people rarely mention? I think it's music. It's music. And the reason is I've done music for the longest, longer than my comedy. And I've been consistent all through. And I get a few hits, I get other misses, but I keep trying, experimenting. The thing about me is I'm always experimenting with new sound, new things. Some will work, some will not work. And guys are like, so before Obinna show live, guys are like, we want the comedian, stick to comedy. Then now the interview, they're like, sufanye tu interview. And I'm like, but ninafanya interview. Na naimba pia. Yeah, so yeah, I think, and I'm very proud of myself because of the growth. I know what I used to sing then and what I sing now, how I sang then, how I'm singing now. Yeah. So they hardly mention it or even, acknowledge it, but I've given you guys a few hits. Yeah. Have you ever felt replaced or threatened by the new generation of creators? No. No. So this is what happens with me. I know nothing lasts forever. I know there's always someone better. But when it is my time, it will be my time and I'll make the maximum of it. Then when I'm out, someone else will come and do something better. And I look at them and go like, yeah, you figure that thing that I could not figure out. And either we'll collaborate or I'll support them or they'll support me and we'll grow the industry. So threat, nah. What personal cost has come with being constantly visible? Privacy, bado tu. I don't have private time. I don't have private space. Also, it has costed me time with my kids. Nowadays, we would rarely go out together because if we go, the whole time I'm spending saying hi to people want selfies, people want to start questioning new things. I'm like, guys, I'm with my kids right now, man. It's family. It's daddy time. So most of the time we'll spend in the house, nini. Then we'll go to the same place that we know is a little bit private. But now, back in the day, I used to take my kids to Garden City, man. Like, we'd go to Garden City, wanakimbia kwa tule tumaji, tuko huku kwa bouncing castle, nini, wanafanya zile roller skaters, tumeenda sijui Mutaiga wapi, tumeenda huku Kiambu Road, hizo sides za Tendigwa, ni mwabeba, tumeenda TRM pale kwa rooftop, nini. Like, I would do things and go places, tumeenda waterfront. Sai kidogo, man. I'm feeling like it's taking a toll on that and also on them because they're just like, so they still go out, but just not with me because I have to fund it and send them with someone. But then tena wakienda pia oni maceleb on their own. So wakifika, also guys, hey, hi guys, can we take a picture? I'm like, I just want them to be kids, but visibility, that is how we're paying the school fees so well. What to do, Shago? Do you think you've ever misused your influence, even unintentionally? Yes. Many times, especially unintentionally, because I'm not perfect and I don't have the blueprint of life or media or popularity or fame. We are all trying and I'm trying. I experiment. Sometimes it backfires. Sometimes it works. And it makes people pick a few things, you see. Yeah. So I have misused it and I've done some things I'm always like, I'm trying to do better. And for the ones that I have I've misled with my influence, I apologize, Maze. It wasn't intentional. For the ones that felt like maybe I put them down, I apologize. It wasn't my intention. I'm only human. What's the most painful professional lesson fame taught you? That nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a dude. It's not about you. It's about what they can get from you. Oh, maze wananipenda. No. Hawakupendi. Wanapenda venye wewe ufanya wa feel. Wanapenda chenye unaweza fanya wa make, chenye unaweza fanya wa get. You are a means to an end. Painful professional lesson. You sit in a room. Ama client wanapenda kunitumia. No. They're getting returns. Your ROI ziko juu. It's never about you. Nobody cares. Don't put it to heart. Piga biashara yako pia siku ikisonga mnasonga. How much of who you are today was shaped by failure rather than success? Everything. Everything I am today has been shaped by failure. Everything I do that fails, how I've failed before, how I've seen other people fail before. Yeah, and people who also wanted me to fail. Because also that one also does a very, very important role. I have a bunch of people who, they wake up every day hoping I fail. And now I wake up every day trying to tell them, when Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. So that one, everything that happens today. Is entrepreneurship for creatives in Kenya freedom or another trap? Freedom. And this is what I always tell people. It is show business. You don't have to leave this to go and do another business. You just have to figure out how to make the show your business. And that's what I've been trying to do. But the problem with Kenyans, if you're bringing the show so you make the business, they start hating on the show. Clout. What is Clout? Show. Enjoy the movie. Sit down, enjoy the cinema, vipindire, whatever. Ongea TikTok. Munajua Obinna, unajua. Now that is what brings the gist off. That is how we make our money, but most people don't understand it. However, for most entertainers, creatives, and the rest, if you turn it into entrepreneurship, whatever it is you're doing, good. But also if you add another thing, better, because the creative space does not pay the way it is supposed to pay. So you find, even if you are a comedian, for you to get a wedding to MC, maybe you're paid, let's say 50, maybe 100 Gs. You can't get a wedding every weekend. You get one this month until next month. And in between, you have to eat, you have to survive. There's recurrent expenditure. So entrepreneurship is actually freedom. It will make you sit on a table and say, "Mi staki hii pesa," and walk away. But if you are not an entrepreneur, utakuwa useme, ni sawa tu, muko na ngapi? Aya, sawa. Wacha tu nifanye lakini, yeah. What truth about the entertainment industry do insiders avoid saying out loud? What truth about the entertainment industry? That up here, people hate each other. People compete with each other necessarily. People don't support each other. Yes, it is beef, enmity, unnecessarily. Uko na wadui na wale watujui uko na wadui. Na unaweza kuwa unapata mseno unamsalimia ni aje bro? Lakini anapanga kukumaliza baba. Yani wengi. Wanaweza kuwekea sumu kwa chakula. Wanaweza tuma dem fulani akuja kuletea ugonjwa. Wanaweza tuma dem fulani akuja kuibie. Ama na kuset up na mwanamume fulani ndio ambie bwanako nini. Mtu anasikia una event umepigiwa, anasema Obinna amesema hapa nataka lipe 1 million. Anasema Obinna 1 million, ai, wacha nimpigie. Obinna ni aje? Kuna beshte yangu mazee kuna ka event mazee, lakini saa mazee tuko na ka 50 hivi. Na ni beshte yako. Yeah. So that's the truth about the entertainment industry. And it's very toxic. Very toxic. If you get in the entertainment space, be ready to be depressed, be ready to be stressed, be ready to be used and abused, and be ready to be underappreciated and underpaid. How often do you evaluate your success using metrics that audiences never see? Let's move to the next one. Yeah. Has money ever changed how honest you are with people close to you? Yep. When people know how much money you have, people know how long they can hang around you. Leo ametoka na 10K. Leo niko na imagine tutaspend hiyo 10K mpaka idai. Umeitisha kakitu kwa hiyo ni taombwexe. Okay, baada kuna 8,000. Hivyo. So if you're around me, you'll never know if I have money or I don't have money. It depends on what needs to be sorted. If it needs to be sorted, I'll find a way, even if I don't have money. Yeah, and when I don't have money is when I'll appear like I have money. And when I have money, I'll appear like I don't have it. Yeah, so money has to change everything. Because if you keep on showing and the people close to you know how much money you got at what point, their loyalty will be based on that. Okay? So money has changed a lot of things because now everybody around you, they're here for something. What part of your life would collapse if public attention disappeared tomorrow? What part of my life would collapse if public attention disappeared tomorrow? Not mine really, but I think all my employees would be jobless. About 50 people would be jobless. 50 families would be jobless. Because now I'd have to save what I have and what I do on other avenues to now focus on me and my family on the private space. And everything that I do in the public space that requires these other people will not be needed. So, yeah, mi maisha yangu itaendelea tu. Do you feel understood by your audience or just consumed? That's an interesting one. I think it's 50-50. Some people have never understood me. Yeah, some people just consume me and they're just like, but I have some people who've really understood myself and what I'm about. Some people, even if something happens, they're like, no, that's not Obinna. But some people kidogo have not. But I think that's the fun of it. If wamechanganyikiwa 50-50, because also wakikuunderstand sana pia si poa. So inafaa wapate 50-50. Yes. So yapo iko tu sawa. What's something you lost on your way up that you didn't realize mattered? Wow, that's an interesting question. What's something I lost on my way up that I never realized mattered? Can I change the question a bit? Like, I want to put it, what's something you lost on your way up that you realized mattered? Because I've lost things on the way that I knew mattered, but kidogo sacrifice had to happen. Privacy, I knew it mattered, but it had to go kidogo. Time, especially with myself and family. I'm constantly doing something. I'm constantly fatigued. I'm like, I need to rest, man. But something has to be done. Something has to give, So that one also, I lost the ability of getting honesty. I knew that honesty matters from other people, especially people I'm supposed to be in a relationship with. And the people that I meet now, they're not honest because they come for Obinna, they come for the fame, the glamour, the money, Nobody comes for Steve, But now when you're not on that space, someone would like you, mimi nimependa tu Timo venye Timo anakwanga, unajua tukibai mtura nini, Timo mtu amechill nini. But now nobody wants Timo, everybody wants this other person. Yeah, so that one also was something. 24. If you had to rebuild from zero today, what advantage would you no longer have? If you had to rebuild from zero today, what advantage would you no longer have? Time. I don't have the time, man, to rebuild from zero. It's taken about 13 plus years. So I don't have the time. Time too. But the rest I would have. I would have the connections. I would have the know-how. I would have the wisdom. I would have the experience. Time to rebuild again from zero. Yeah. Just time. When the cameras are off and the noise is gone, who are you without the brand? I'm Steve, man. I'm a father. I'm a dad. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a cousin. I'm a nephew. I'm a niece. Kuna ingine itawapita, but it's fine. Yeah. Do you think Kenyan entertainment creates thinkers, consumers, or dependents? And where do you place yourself in that system? So Kenyan entertainment does not create thinkers. That is out of the box. Literally. That is out of the box. Yeah, but not all. Some. Because what people celebrate is mediocrity. And that does not require a lot of thinking. Even if you see how people react on things, someone will just see a post and do something. And then you see even people with fake blogs and fake captions and titles, clickbaits and everything. By the way, I don't do clickbaits on all my platforms. But majority are not thinkers. Majority are just consumers and dependents. Consumers, how? People just take in everything. In Kenya, people take in. And then dependence, because when people consume without thinking, people wait for what next? What next is normally, sasa unatuachaje? A mheshimiwa can go somewhere to campaign or do something, and after saying everything nice that it means for these people, the last question namuuliza, sasa umeshasema hizo vitu zote unatuachaje? Yeah, which is dependence. People are just like, people don't even want empowerment. You bring empowerment, mtu ako like, yes, umetuambia tushikane kama wamama, tukodeshe shamba, utatulipia shamba tupande mboga, ndio, lakini saizi unatuachaje? Tunaendaje kwa nyumba bila sukari? Like, people are just, yeah. Where do I place myself? I'm giving consumption of the content that I'm giving, the entertainment spaces I do. However, everything that I'm doing, I'm trying to build thinkers. That is why on Obinna Show Live, I say we do motivational and inspirational conversations. We educate, but above all, it comes back to entertainment. Okay? On Riba is an information show where now people just consume, and also we bring entertainment on it. But in the end, utathink, mbona wasi walikraki joke, mbona walifikiria hivi? Okay? On Pop the Balloon, it also is an entertainment show, but it also shows you kama soko ni mbaya hivi, mbona huyu alijibu huyu hivi? Mbona huyu alijivaa hivi akikam? Mbona huyu amesema nataka wamama? Mbona huyu amesema nataka vijana? It makes you think. It's bringing something. Obinna TV Sports, where I do pepetanga, the wamama one, that is an empowerment one. So I go to different markets and wamama wana pepeta ball, wana enjoy, so entertainment. Then mmoja mwenye ana win, nampatia 5,000 ya kuinua biashara. Lakini mama mboga, to 5,000 is a lot of money for them to put together a few warus, nyanya, nini kuboost their biasharas. So I'm also trying to bring thinkers and people who are independent on that one. And on the many other shows, there is Hot Takes, the Obinna TV updates, there is the Obinnas where I raise the kids, and how I react with my kids, how we tackle issues makes people start thinking differently. Like, hapa Obinna kidogo ameblanda, but mbona wacha mimi nilee wangu hivi, wacha ni change, hii imewaka, wacha nichukue. So I'm really trying to, but I can only try so much. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm trying. I'm making up a couple of mistakes in the way, and we're changing. Like, this podcast has really made me start thinking of a few different things. I'm like, wait a minute. Most of the time as entertainers, we don't think we have a role to play, but we do have. And when I say kioo cha jamii ndio wasanii, yeah. So that was Oga the Tap in the building, and I've answered all the questions honestly as I can. Imebaki blank. There's nothing in there. So that's that. So for the people in the entertainment industry, Maze, guys, there's power in numbers. If we come together, we can do a lot of magic together. We can make so much money. We can inspire generations. We can protect generations. We can guide the country, fellow citizens, and the rest. But only if we come together. It's good to move alone, but there's power in numbers. Think about it. Oga the Tap. I'm out. See you.